It was a rout in Bedlam. I'm Berry Tramel, along with OU writer Ryan Aber. We are high above Owen Field, where on Saturday night, the Sooners beat Oklahoma State 41-13. And Ryan, it was 21 points in the first 9 minutes, and the Cowboys never really threatened.
Yeah, Oklahoma got after Spencer Sanders and the Cowboys defensively really early from the very first play of the game, set the tone, or very first play, a defensive play for OU, set the tone with Ronnie Perkins getting right in Spencer Sanders' face, causing a intentional grounding call. OU got a turnover, a great diving play by David Agwebu there in the first quarter as well, and it was 21-0 before this game really got underway. What was it, 9 minutes into the game, OU led by 3 touchdowns, and then their offense, while they did have a lull there, second quarter into the third quarter, finally got going again, got a couple of big fourth quarter touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson didn't score any of them, but set them up with 73 yards in rushing there in the fourth quarter alone, finished with 141. So another solid day for Spencer Rattler, 301 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. And, OU's defense gives them the most complete team that they've had in a while.
Well, you look at that Oklahoma State offense, not been a great offense this year, but particularly until the fourth quarter when Spencer Sanders came back in the game, the OSU passing game was almost non-existent. Backup quarterback Shane Illingworth, who had been impressive early in the year, subbing for Spencer Sanders, was 5 of 21 passing. I mean, that's a stat straight out of 1934, and you're not going to win any games doing that. That's winning football on Oklahoma's side. I thought they did a good job on Tylan Wallace. Trey Brown in particular had a strong game, I thought, there in the secondary. And they really just never let their foot off of that OSU offense. The Cowboy running game was submerged. Passing game was under fire with a good pass rush. Perkins, you mentioned, Nick Benito all over the field. So a really strong game by this OU defense.
Yeah, really all around, sort of like you touched on there. It wasn't just OU's pass rushers making it difficult on Spencer Sanders and Shane Illingworth and slowing down the running game, which OU has been fantastic against the run all year. They were able to have a lot of success on the back end with not only Trey Brown. I thought Woody Washington made some plays. They threw DJ Graham out there for big chunks today without Jaden Davis available. And all of a sudden, this defense that we sort of questioned early in the year is becoming a much more complete unit. It's not just Ronnie Perkins, Nick Benito, Isaiah Thomas, Perion Winfrey getting after quarterbacks. It's the way that they can slow down offenses really on all 3 levels.
And I thought interesting about the OU offense was, for years, certainly since Lincoln Riley got here, the focal point of this offense has been the quarterbacks throwing to fantastic wide receivers. Today it was passes not necessarily to the wide receivers. I counted 8 catches for OU's wide receivers, but screen passes to Ramondre Stevenson, the short rollout passes to people like Jeremiah Hall and Mikey Henderson really is what sort of put the Cowboys on their heels and was a really exquisite game plan, I thought, by Lincoln Riley out of the gate. 3 big pass plays in the first quarter really set the tone for this game. None of them to wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, you look Mikey Henderson with Austin Sogner. OU needed some big plays from their tight ends, fullbacks, H-backs, whatever you want to call them. Mikey Henderson, the freshman, came up with some big catches, including that big 20-yard touchdown right after Marvin Mims made a fantastic catch. He is a wide receiver, but Mikey Henderson, 3 catches, 61 yards, that touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson continues to be a bigger and bigger part of what they're doing in the pass game today. 3 catches, 54 yards from him. And then Jeremiah Hall with the big touchdown off a sort of a little trick play there early in the fourth. And then Braden Willis returns and has a catch of his own. Got the start tonight there at the tight end spot. So, OU certainly spread the ball around, and it wasn't just to fantastic wide receivers, although Marvin Mims, like I mentioned, had some big catches. Theo Weiss did as well. But Lincoln Riley continues to find ways to be innovative with this offense.
Well, now the Sooners are rolling. They're on track to make the Big 12 title game now. We thought after those back-to-back losses to open the conference season, might not get to Arlington, but it's not for sure that the Sooners win out there in Arlington, but seems very likely. And now the Sooners go to West Virginia on Saturday night in Morgantown. We will be there. Stay tuned for more OU football coverage here on Oklahoman.com and every day in the Oklahoman.